Everyone at home, at work, how's it going? Coach Hernsy here. And I just wanted to chat with you for a little bit. We've been preaching to be consistent in your healthy lifestyle that you're living right now. I'm extremely proud, but I can especially imagine, especially in my life as well, that consistency and the motivation to maintain that beautiful track record that you have and maintaining that beautiful lifestyle can be a little bit hard. Factors of tiredness, laziness, circumstances around you that don't allow you to be so consistent and be motivated to go to a training or keep your meals at the nutritional basis that you gave in your meals, right? So it's going to be very hard, and I want you to understand that it is hard. It is a battle, but we're all working towards creating a habit. We want it to be automatic. It should be automatic. It should be a feeling that is something that you're not fighting against. It should be going automatic, and that feeling has to be created. Now put that in the back of your mind, right? You're creating a habit. You're battling that little demon inside you that's telling you, no, stick to what you know in terms of your old lifestyle, but then your motivation and your goal that you have towards you is telling you you might have to change some things. So there we go. Goal setting. How important is goal setting? It's going to be weird, right? You don't just hop into your car and just drive and hopefully you just find an end destination. No, I think we want to make sure that we know where we're going. And we know where we're going, we know the steps that we need to create. And then we have that goal. So even when it gets a little bit difficult, we adjust automatically to go towards that goal and actually do the necessary things to get to that goal. So set a goal for yourself, whatever that is. Your goal can be, I want to move for 6 days. I want to just make sure I have at least 3 healthy, conscious meals a week. Those are goal settings. So have that in the back of your mind and set those goals so you can make steps towards those goals. All right? Have a vision. Have something to look at. Have an end destination. Now, having that, we also want to make sure that we actually create time. Time is going to be essential, right? We want to actually create hard time that is dedicated to moving, dedicated on creating a healthy meal, but literally dedicated for yourself as well. We want to make sure that we take care of ourselves. And with that goal setting, we told ourselves we have a goal in sight, and we want to make sure we do the necessary things to have that goal. So let's make sure we make hard time. Hard time, nothing else can bother you in that hour or 2 hours that you set for yourself in order for you to go towards that goal. And that can be with any goal, right? I'm just trying to ask you to be a little bit consistent health-wise, with movement, with what you eat. But with any goal that you have in life, let's make sure we dedicate hard time in our schedule to go ahead and do that. So hard time, goal setting, and just visualizing yourself in that end form, right? You have expectations of yourself. You think about what is on the end of this thing that I want, right? Like any goal that you set, anything that you want to achieve, there's some kind of visualization. I need you to start visualization. I need you to start using your imagination to see how that looks like. And always keep looking back at that, because that's going to help you out in terms of, especially at the bad days and the days that you want to stay a little bit longer in bed, or you feel like ordering out, and ordering out is not necessarily the best meal that you are ordering out. So have that visualization and set, like, would that version of me be the one that would order? Is that the version of me that would sleep a little bit longer or skip a training or skip an appointment that's very necessary? If the answer is yes, then go ahead and stay. If the answer is no, then you know what to do. So have that in mind. So now I dedicate time to training, and within that hour, I now did a warm-up, I did a proper workout, I did cooling down, I stretched, I did everything I should be doing in order for me to not get injured. So have that in the back of your mind. Dedicate time. You can actually really properly schedule your training for yourself in order for you to do the training safe and properly and do as much as you can in order to get your goal, which was in my case 50K a week. What would happen in my life is I would just rush into a workout because I thought I had time in between 4 and 4:30, do as much as I could because I had the pressure of 50K on the end of the week. and then I end up being injured and complaining about the fact that I'm injured. Prevent it, all right? Think about it, prevent it, schedule properly so you can have a proper training. My goal is set, I dedicated time, and I visualize myself running that 50K every week, going through the Fondo Park with the smoothest form, right? That's the things that you want to do, and that's when you start finding enjoyment into it. And then at a certain point, if you do it more often, it's automatic, and it's always there. People know now, oh, from 1 to 2 p.m., Hernsy's probably running. Let me not try to make an appointment there, right? Because you have consistency in it now. And now with people that you're working with, your counterparts, now understand, hey, 1 to 2, don't even try, because he's probably doing something else, because he always has that booked in his schedule. I want you to think about it like that, right? A training also, going into training, I feel like, I'm talking about training, I feel like also, I want you to just think about movement. I just want you to be used to movement, all right? You don't have to go in and feel like, I need to do 45 minutes of hard work and really do everything I can to be at the end of the training and be dead. And that's when I know that I train, right? Like a 10-minute, 15-minute movement is already good enough. A walk, right? A walk is already physical activity. Like I want you to think about consistent movement instead of always consistently thinking that you have to kill yourself in a workout. Think about consistent movement, physical activity. Add that in your life. It's a walk. It can be a 10-minute, quick 10 push-ups, 10 pull-ups, something like that, 10, 15 minutes, jump into the gym and go out. That's already movement. Let's try to be consistent in movement instead of always thinking we got to go into workouts and kill ourselves. That's not always the way. So yeah, at the end of the day, you know, dedicate that hard time for yourself, all right? It's so important to really dedicate your time for yourself, especially in physical activity or in the healthy habit that you have. Think about visualization and goal setting so you know what direction you have to go, because that will be motivating enough for when you have a bad day, you at least have that goal set, because a bad training is better than no training. That's a little example. And just think about it. A bad day is fine. You can get up the next day and do your thing. You're strong enough. You got this. It's in you. Coach Hernsy, PPGYT.